Hi everybody, and welcome to the Traveling Pot. I'm Janice Harris, and in this segment we'll be making my own oatmeal pancakes with a peach and blueberry compote. So let's get started. So today in our oatmeal pancakes we have 2 cups of Quaker Oats Old Fashioned that I've put into the blender and I floured it down. So with that, you're going to have, because this is 2 cups, you have 6 tablespoons of flour. You have 2 tablespoons of baking powder. We have 4 tablespoons of sugar. It's quite a bit of sugar. And a teaspoon of salt. Mix that together real good, because you want all your dry ingredients to be incorporated well, okay? And when you're blending your oats, you can make it as coarse or as fine as you want it to. I left a little bit of oats in mine because that's how I like mine. So with this, we have 3/4 cup of milk, 2 eggs that I'm going to add to the milk, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Along with that, we're going to pour in a tablespoon of oil. So make sure the oil is there, because you don't want dry pancakes, right? Nobody wants a dry pancake, especially when they're made out of oats. So I want you to mix this together real good. Same whisk. And pour it in. Go ahead and mix that together. Now, if by chance, because of the flour, you might need a little bit more milk, that's okay. Just go ahead and mix it in. It's going to be all right. The thing about cooking is you're going to make the recipe your own, whatever you like. You will make it however you like it and what works for you. And that's the thing, that's why I made this. If you've ever been a part of Weight Watchers, I shared this back in 2018 when I was a part of Weight Watchers, and it went over really good. So this is your batter. I wanted to rest for about 5 minutes, and we'll be right back. So welcome back to the Traveling Pot. We've already have our oatmeal pancake batter resting for a few minutes. So while it's resting, let's put together our peach and blueberry compote. I have 2 cans of peaches. I prefer the frozen ones, but I couldn't find them in the grocery store, so I had to go to the next best thing. So we have, because of the fact that one of these cans is not all natural and the other one is, I guess it's heavy syrup, so I kind of like brought the sugar back a little bit, okay? So, but do whatever's best for your taste buds. In this, I have a tablespoon and a half of brown sugar. I have a teaspoon of what I've grated ginger. I grated it myself. It's fresh ginger. It's not powdered, but if you have powder, by all means use that. I'm going to use a 1/4 of a teaspoon, half of a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then just a little dab, not a whole lot, of cloves. I like the clove taste. It kind of gives it a, I don't know, just gives it a pungent taste, a real good taste. I like it. So we're going to add us a little bit of cloves to this. And after that, we're going to zest, get a little zest from this lemon. Now, while you're zesting your lemon, I'm going to wait until I put the blueberries in to squeeze that lemon juice in. Because right now, I just want these flavors to get together. And I want them to come together. This is great if you're not doing syrup. So reduce your sugar, and you don't have to do syrup. Just use your compote. I love it because it's good for the kids as well. So we're going to go to the stove. We're going to put this on medium heat. And we're going to let it simmer until the juices have reduced. While we're waiting for our compote, I thought I'd share a little bit of the view that I'm having this morning. Well, We had a wintry storm to come through here in Washington, and this is the snow that it dumped in our backyard. So I'm feeling great. I think it's a blessing that we got snow. I'm loving it. The kids, of course, are loving it. So please enjoy wherever you are and love the life that you have. Enjoy. I wish you were here and we had smell-o-vision and you could smell the ginger and the lemon zest along with the cinnamon and cloves. This smells awesome. And you know what? It's going to be awesome because I made it. And yours is going to be awesome because you made it. So as we wait for this to simmer down, we're going to add our blueberries and then the juice of the one lemon that we have. And we're going to let that continue to simmer. And so while we let that continue to simmer, then we'll get started on our pancakes. So we're back. Our compote is still on the stove. I mean, really, if you could just smell this. However, it's doing great. It's reducing. But right now we're going to add the juice of one lemon. You don't have to be all fancy with it. And it's going to stop just a few minutes. The boiling's going to stop. If you have a juicer, by all means use that. And that way you don't have to. You don't have to be worried about the seeds and anything like that. I kind of picked all the seeds out as much as I could. But the good thing about it, when the kids get to these pancakes, they'll peel those seeds out. We got 1 cup of fresh blueberries. And we're going to add those. The color in this is going to be like magnificent. Something about peaches and blueberries that just, I love. I make a peach and blueberry cobbler that I'm really going to have to share with you one day. So we're going to let that start back to a boil and let it continue simmering. And let's go to the pancakes, all right? So it's time for us to start with our pancakes. So while the pancake batter was sitting, it got a little thick. So I added a couple of tablespoons, maybe more, a little bit more, maybe about 1/8 of a cup of milk to it. So it can it was really just too thick. So I added that to it. And if yours get too thick, don't worry. Just add a little bit of milk to it to kind of loosen it up a little bit and it'll be fine. The griddle has been on for a while because you always want your griddle to be hot. Remember that a hot pan with cold food so it does not stick. We're just going to add just a little bit of oil. This is a non-stick griddle. And so we just want to add a little bit of oil to it and just move it around so that'll kind of like season up your grill a little bit. Now remember, if you're not accustomed to cooking pancakes, don't be so quick to make them move. When you put them on there, just let them sit until they start bubbling up. And when they start bubbling, they will tell you, the pancake will tell you when it's ready to be turned. You don't have to be in a hurry to turn it because it has its own little clock right inside and it'll tell you. You can hear if you can hear that, you can hear it sizzling. That means the griddle was good and hot and it was ready. And that's what you want. You want a hot griddle and you want it to be ready. So I'm gonna put this right here. Now you see the edges of they're bubbling up. That's what you wanna see. That's what you wanna hear. Those pancakes are starting to rise a little bit. So give it time. My griddle is set at 350 degrees because you don't wanna cook them slow. If you cook them too slow, then they're gonna be all kind of soggy and they're not gonna work right. So if we can, as you can see, we got bubbles coming. And the bubbles are what telling you that the pancake is really cooking. All right, so it's all around the edges. The more it cooks, the more it bubbles, the more you know it's almost time for you to flip it over. All right, I found the larger spatula. That one was too small. I should have tested it before, but I didn't. But go around as I say it. Turn your pancake over. Look how pretty and brown that is. These are delicious, wholesome pancakes. And then by chance, if you don't want to use all-purpose flour when you're making it, use the flour of your choice. But I do not recommend using self-rising flour because we already put baking powder in here. These are kind of big for the kids, so they can only probably have like one. The boys probably have two, but See how they are? And we're not pushing down because we want them to be light and airy. You don't want a non-flat pancake. That's not good. And the edges are nice and crispy. You want that nice crispy edge on there. So this is the pancake. We're going to continue making these, and I'm going to show you what they look like when we come back. It took a little longer than I expected, but it has finally come together. It has reduced, and the blueberry color with the peaches and the lemon, I'm telling you, this is just awesome. Then we're going to let it sit and cool. Going to put it in a glass container so the kids can kind of, you know, spoon it out and put it on top of their pancakes. But this is healthy and it's good. Doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. I hope you enjoy it. Hey guys, so we are finally finished with our oatmeal pancakes and our peach and blueberry compote. So we've put it into a glass dish for serving, and of course these pancakes came out awesome, and they are delicious. Trust me, they are. We hope that you enjoy it. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and I hope that you like, share, and subscribe. Blessings and love to you. See you next time.